don't mind me, Mr. Fear. I'm just going to walk over here for a second, and I'm just going to do nothing more than steal your valuable artifacts. What's up, Frostro Bros? Welcome back to the old Morrowind playthrough. As you just saw right there, we done stole ourselves Saviour's hide from the old Divin Fear's cabinet, and now I think we're all ready up for my favorite quest in all of Morrowind. And that's right, this is my favorite quest right here. Last episode, we basically set things up for this quest. It's going to basically be business as usual, except for the ebony trade. But what's all about the ebony trade, eh? Well, it so happens that House Redoran is in competition of House Hlaalu with the ebony trade. They have Sedunant Mine, and they have a whole counselor down in Ebonheart who just so happens to be supporting House Redoran, and we can either take out Sedunant Mine or talk with the counselor, essentially. And I'm going to do both because you can actually get a good chunk of glass armor. Of course, we currently wouldn't need it, but if you're early in the game, you can actually get that glass armor very early. And yeah, like, I can't wear the boots, I can't wear the greaves because I already got greaves, and of course the chest piece will actually be useless because I have a better chest piece on currently. But with that said, I'm just going to head down to the Mages Guild real quick, make our way to old Alrune, because we're going to have to follow the instructions that we were given to basically make our way to Sedunant Mine. That involves us going down here, and we're just going to have to make our way on out into the great city of Alrune, the House Redoran area. We're just going to have to basically head down to the Ghost Gate, head south a little, and I'll catch you all there. But real quick, found a little buddy on the road. His name's Jeffrey. Oh, who's the good boy? Alright, day 3. Finally made it to Sedunant Mine. Alright, so this place is essentially a winding maze. Making our way on through is going to be quite difficult, but it should be not that treacherous at least. We do have an eye of light after all. We can see in the dark pretty well, and make sure that we're not going to be spotted when we find the leader and absolutely whoop him. So we're just going to have to head on down here. We're going to have to run past everyone, and we're basically looking for a guy who looks like a mine leader. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, really the wiki tells you who the leader is, and as far as I can tell, you can't really tell who the leader of Sedunant Mine is. Maybe you could ask around, but basically the guy is right here. Old Darnus. There's Daniel, his healer. Yeah, like, you don't really get much information as far as I can tell that you're supposed to fight this guy. You're just told that you have to shut the mine down, and the way you do that is actually by killing this guy, which is actually kind of fun. But anyways, we have all the right spells. So, we're going to do a little bit of duel. I'm of course going to do a little bit of roleplay on fighting this guy right here. So hopefully y'all can enjoy a little bit of that. You call yourself a leader? You call yourself a warrior of House Redoran? I bite my thumb at thee, sir. I see your healer here, and I know he will not aid you in what will befall upon you. House Hlaalu has come for your life. There is nothing you will be able to do against me, or against the entirety of House Hlaalu. I challenge you to a duel! Alright, now the duel is set, and our combatants will start clashing. It shall be a fight of the century. Spells slung, sword swung. Who will fall? Who will stand? Find out soon enough. Some spells were cast, lowered health. Some spells were casted and lowered my health, but I was able to heal out of it. I was able to paralyze him a few times. Lowers agility with the bow of Suicide Pool. Of course, he was very resilient, and my paralysis wasn't effective. But I was able to use some quick thinking to be able to utilize my short blade, such as the Dagger of Judgment, to lower his strength in order to weaken him. But of course, he was still very fast and very strong, so I had to use potions in order to heal even more, in order to get some mana back as well. And now, with my life hanging on a ledge, and nothing more than the red holding me back, I knew that I had to make my final stand, and use Eye of Night in order to see better. I selected Cool in order to freeze his barren soul. I then pulled out my Amulet of Frost to weaken him even more. At last, he was still resilient. Or was he? I made one final blow with my mighty dagger, and he fell, and so with it, the entire Sedundant mine will go out of business. Alright, so that's him now defeated, and now time for us to make our way on out of here and go to Ebonheart to talk with the old guy. Like, I guess he's a counselor or duke. I know he's a part of the East Empire Company. But anyways, you can actually just pop an Elm City intervention scroll to get on out of here. And of course, we're just going to teleport away. And now that we're here near Vivek, we're just going to make our way down here to the boat. Take our way to take the boat down to Ebonheart. And we're basically going to wrap this quest on up right here in a nice, neat bow. Walk on up to the Dunmer. Talk with them. As I entered the city, it was raining. The mighty sentry of the Dragon of Akatosh looked over the city like any other sentry would. I asked the townsfolk of the great man. They told me that he was part of the East Empire Company. So I checked some buildings. The first building I checked, there was nothing more than a Bosmer warrior and someone wearing some weird netch mask. I knew this was not the building. So I checked across the street. And when I entered the building, I knew this may have been the right one. Guards looking around, men standing about, and there he was, standing there, waiting for business. I was about to give him the deal of the lifetime. Listen, you need to consider my ebony trade. No, I don't think so.
Let's hear it.
Alright, tell you what. You need to consider my ebony trade. Okay, listen. Your magic's scaring me. Alright, good. Anyways, that's literally how easy that quest is. I've literally used a little seduce on him. Yeah, I'm trying. Anyways, we're just gonna make our way to Old Balmora now. So we're just gonna quickly travel back to Vivek, and then we're going to travel from Vivek down to Balmora. I'll get with y'all in a moment. Now that we're back here, it's time for us to turn this quest in. And as you all can see, indeed, if you do both sides of the ebony trade, clear some done in mine, and have a few words with the old Pongus or whoever, you get a good bit of glass armor. I mean, boots, greaves, and cuirass. And I mean, I'm level 10, and I already have a bunch of gear that's already outclassing this a little bit, but, and of course I can't wear the boots being a beast race. I mean, it's kind of a personal choice, so I don't really care. Of course, when you wear the boots, it kind of gets rid of it from your inventory, but you can just unequip stuff and then re-equip to bring them back. But yeah, I can sell this stuff to get a good bit of gold over to Creeper, and yeah. Now, if you were actually like level 3 or 4, and you didn't have good armor, you could actually get that glass armor pretty easily as well. I mean, it's only like, what, 5 quests you need to do just to get glass armor. Of course, there was that one guy who's pretty tough. But other than that, I guess I'll wrap things up for now. I guess next episode I'll start back on the main quest and become Nerevarine. But that's been it for me, guys. It was your Frostral Bro. Later.